There's no shortage of Batman alternates out there. We've talked about many of these in our alternate versions of Batman lists, and this time around we're taking a different approach and focusing on a very specific kind of Batman alternate, the evil versions of Batman. There's a few new additions to this list in terms of Batman alternates, coming from Scott Snyder's recent run with Dark Knight's Metal, in which the Dark Multiverse has opened up and 7 different versions of Batman are wreaking havoc, and some of them are downright terrifying. So before we jump in, be warned, there are spoilers on the horizon. These are brand spanking new, so you've been warned. And at number 10 is All-Star Batman. More so a dick than evil, this version of Batman created by Frank Miller is the younger Bruce Wayne that appears in Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. He's a hard ass, and has absolutely no problem being a major dick to those who get in his way of dishing out justice, even if they think that justice is a little cruel. And let's not forget how he treats Robin, yup. And at number 9 is Azrael aka Jean-Paul Valley. Azrael Batman first appeared in 1992 in the Batman sort of Azrael series. He eventually became a supporting character being trained by Batman himself, and when Bane broke Batman's back, he ended up taking over the role of Batman in the Nightfall story arc, but pulled some pretty unfortunate things. Wasn't exactly the most just Batman out there. And eventually Batman had to stop him himself. Up next, number 8 is the Black Lantern Batman. During the 2009 Blackest Night crossover event, after the final Crisis event in which Batman was presumably killed, the corpse of Batman's clone, who Superman thought was the real Batman at the end of Final Crisis, yes, it's a little ridiculous, is exhumed and reanimated by a Black Lantern named Nekron, making him a zombie-looking motherfucker and totally evil. And at number 7 is the Merciless. Our first entry from the Dark Multiverse is the Merciless, a twisted tribute to the fallen Wonder Woman, a persona that Batman takes on after Wonder Woman's death, and he goes on a murderous rampage. This one scores more points for looking incredibly cool and satisfying the Batman-Wonder Woman ship, rather than actually being a great story. And Wonder Woman also dies at the start of the alternate's origin, so it's pretty dark. And at number 6 is Leatherwing, aka Nazi Batman. Earth 10's Batman is a Nazi, quite literally. On this Earth, Germany won World War II, and under Hitler's command took over the rest of the world. Batman is one of the agents of the Nazi Party, and is a part of a group of heroes enlisted by Adolf Hitler himself, called the JL Axis. This Batman believes that the weak must be weeded from humanity, so naturally, pretty sinister. And at number 5 is the Bruce. In Batman I Joker, we get a story that revolves around an event called the Night of Blood, in which civilians contend for the opportunity to defeat the Bruce, and take his place, becoming the new Batman. And they must defeat people who have been surgically altered into members of Batman's rogue gallery. There's a resistance working against this strange twisted Batman cult though, with its leader Joe taking on the mantle of the Bruce. Up next, number 4 is the Red Death. Another Dark Multiverse Batman alternate, this is a Batman who has stolen the Speed Force from the Flash, in one of the one-shots in the Dark Knight's Metal event. This Batman, known as the Red Death, appears on Earth 52, and gets his own Flash costume after successfully stealing the Speed Force from Barry Allen, with the two fusing together. Desperate and past the point of no return, Batman is trying to bring his family back, and in the process is responsible for the deaths of Iris and Wally West. Up next, number 3 is the Devastator. The Devastator's story is very much the plot of the Batman vs Superman film. Another part of the Metal event, the Devastator is a version of Batman who has been infected by the Doomsday virus. So slightly different than the Batman vs Superman event, but you'll see what I mean in a sec. Batman willfully allows this virus to take him over. He attempts to defeat Superman but is failing until he busts out a deadly little trick in the form of the Doomsday virus, and transforms into the Devastator, a transformation he controls and can revert from when he chooses. He ends up killing Superman and, just like all the other evil Batman in the Metal event, is approached by one of the other evil alternates to carry out an assault on Earth Zero, but more on that later. Up next, number 2 is Owlman. From Earth 3 we've got Owlman, one of the most notable villainous alternates of Bats. On this Earth, Thomas Wayne Jr. is the eldest of the Wayne sons, and since he believed his parents were not managing their wealth correctly, he decides to murder them alongside Alfred. Although he tried to convince his younger brother Bruce to help, Bruce was hesitant and tried to dissuade him, so naturally Thomas killed him too. Yeah, seriously evil. As he grew older, he adopted the alias of Owlman in order to seize control of Gotham, and became a member of the crime syndicate. And finally, in our number 1 spot is the Batman Who Laughs. And perhaps one of the best designs for an alternate Batman out there, the Batman Who Laughs is a cross between Bruce and the Joker, after the Joker has pushed Batman just too far on this Earth, to the point of killing. And killing the Joker has its cost. He ends up absorbing some of the Joker's toxins, and transforms. And it's dark. Like, really, really dark. And if you guys want to know more about the Batman Who Laughs, we have a video coming up on this channel in a few days, the top 10 Batman Who Laughs shocking facts. So definitely subscribe and stick around to see that one. Alright, there we have it, friends. Have you read any of the Dark Nights Metal event? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, please show us some love if you dug this video, and hit those like and subscribe buttons. We'd also love it if you hung out with us some more, and checked out our videos on our channel, particularly in our most recent uploads playlist that's now flashing on your screen. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I've been Kelly Pally, and this has been Top 10 Nerd. I'll catch you all in the next one.